what's going on in the real estate market in Edmonton for the month of November. Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk about that today. Hi, this is Melody Wilson with the RE/LIFE team at RE/MAX Elite. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out on any of the new videos we put out every week. So today I'm going to talk to you about what happened in Edmonton's real estate market for the month of November. As you well know, we are now at the end of our crazy 2020 year, and we would have never predicted that the Edmonton real estate market would have actually recovered in this crazy time. So what happened in the month of November, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about what I expect to happen, what we're seeing for December and potentially for 2021. So for the month of November, we see the listing absorption rate had dropped slightly from the last month prior, but still a lot higher than it was last year. And so your odds of selling, that means that if you're looking to sell, your odds are a lot higher than they were last year. If you are a buyer, there's a little less to look at and you have to move a little bit quicker. So what we've noticed, like that's the statistic, what we've noticed in real life is that there's very few properties that we can even find to show our clients that fit their criteria. And so if you're thinking about selling your home and you're humming and hawing about waiting until spring, you might want to give us a call just to see if it might fit one of the criteria that our buyers are looking for. There's a lot of properties that are off the market, so as a buyer you want to make sure you talk to a realtor about the homes that are not on the market currently. We do have access to those properties because we talk to our clients on a daily basis, wondering and making sure and watching the market to see if it's an opportune time for them to sell or not. So the average house price did go up from last month and year over year, so that's not a big surprise. 2020 has been a higher year for real estate sales in Edmonton compared to the last year, of course. And one thing we've noticed as well, the reason why their prices are going up is because the demand is high. There are buyers that want to take advantage of that sub 2% interest rate for mortgages, and there's a lot of inventory that is not there, or if it is there, it's very lacking. Properties that have been sitting on the market for a long time, those are also moving quickly now too. So it is the month of December, it is November. Usually the market slows down at this time, and it has slowed down a little bit, but it's still unseasonably busy for this time of year. And so there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen in the spring. Spring is typically the busy months. Christmas, it usually gets really quiet because things get busy. Now with the recent announcements that the government has made, there's a lot of activities that are not going to be happening in the last half of December. So land titles is still going to be closed, and that does pause a lot of things for real estate. However, the thoughts of when to put up your house for sale, should you wait till after Christmas or not, that's a whole different question for 2020 and is not the same answer as we normally have year to year. So if you want to look at the overall average price trend year over year, we're slightly higher than we were last year. In the past couple years, we've been declining every year, and this year is our first year of slight incline. We have one more month of December for those market stats to come in to give us our final number to see if indeed where we're sitting at for the whole year of 2020. 2021, my educated guess is that we're going to see the same type of market. We're still in an uncertain time with our economy. However, the people that are buying homes have jobs that are secure even during what's happening right now. So that's not going to change for the coming months. People are moving because the home that they're in isn't working for them anymore. They're maybe in their home for the unforeseeable future, for maybe working from home or having kids at home. Whatever the case may be, the house isn't working. And so they need to sell their home, and other people need to buy the home. Sometimes people are moving. We are seeing people move in from out of province still for work, and that is still happening. And we are seeing people also leave for retirement or for work. Sometimes this whole situation, I've noticed, also may have expedited some plans that were maybe happening in 5 years, but now is going to happen sooner. So if we look at the active listings in Edmonton for the month of November, it has gone down month over month and year over year. And we've talked about this, I feel like a broken record. Every Thursday we do a market status update on Facebook, and we talk about where things are at every single week. We are under 3,000 listings. At the time of recording, this market stats for the end of November was sitting at 2,995. But I did a video just last week talking about where the listings were, and it was already lower than that number. We have not seen that number increase since July. It's been decreasing every single week, and now we're sitting below 3,000. Prior to March, we were actually sitting over 3,000 listings, and so it's causing quite the demand in the market. If you look at the active sales, the solds we had in November were a little less than they were the month before in October, but they're still higher than they were last year at this time. So it's very interesting that our market continues to sell and move instead of slow down, which it typically does. Now for the month of December, what we've seen so far is we're still seeing quite a busy market. My other colleagues are talking about the same thing. Things are still moving and in all price ranges. Of course, the most popular price point is the $300,000 to $400,000 price range. So if you're looking for a home anywhere from, I'd say, $250,000 to $450,000, you have to move quickly if there is a good deal to be had. Those homes, if they're priced properly, do not last. So as a seller, if your home falls in that category, you need to be prepared with a plan as to what you're going to do next. We do sit down and talk to you about all the different strategies and what we can do to make sure you're prepared before we put your home on the market. Prior to this, last year even, we were talking about maybe putting your house up on the market first to see when it was going to get an offer before starting to look. Now, if you're looking to buy and sell, we have a completely different strategy and approach. Again, each area of the city is different, and we're talking single family homes in Edmonton. The average days on market in Edmonton hasn't changed all that much over the last few months. We are sitting currently for November at 55. But realistically, it's a lot lower than it has been over the last year. Last year at this time, we were sitting at 65 days on market. So we're quite a bit less. And then we started to see the average days on market start to grow in December and January, because January is typically one of the quieter months, and February. So we shall see what the market will hold. If you're curious what 2021 will bring, I'll talk to you about that in the next video as we talk about the whole year as a whole in 2020 and what happened in the month of December. But for the month of November, we're unseasonably busy. We're not necessarily a spring-summer busy, but we are busy for this time of year. The warm weather is probably also attributing to this as well. Hopefully that information helped. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment and we'll talk to you next time.